Yesterday, when I saw the topics that we were going to talk about, I went to my wardrobe and picked EPA certificate. When I finished university, I did my national service at Koforidua EPA office. So I work with Mr. Otin, who is here a director, and then Joseph. EPA's work and what is going on here, we are drinking palm nut soup as if it is light soup, which is very dangerous. Now, listening to the EPA boss who said that the longer we stayed, the more they came. So we had to run away. I've watched movies of no retreat, no surrender. But this is yes retreat, yes surrender. With all the military and then the national security with them, they could not stand Galamsey people who were armed and macho men. They had to retreat. And the sad part was the community pelting stone at them. Pelting stones at them. The whole attack started when they were at Dajuni. And from Dajuni, they had to go to Afari. It was the Afari that the accident happened when I read the story. The convoy team had to retreat. And who is going to crack the whip in this situation? The communities are compromised. The forest has been taken over. Now we have about 49 forests that we're struggling with that have been destroyed by Galamsey. We have a situation where we prescribe a lot of solutions. I have even stated that these Galamsey people are stakeholders. Because most people don't know that when we talk about internal stakeholders and external stakeholders, we even have the environment itself as a stakeholder. And who takes care of the environment? It's either the government or some NGOs that take care of the environment. So our environment is a stakeholder, and the environment is crying. If you look at the poison, lead is a poison. I know that was a big issue in Michigan when it came to elections. Lead that they found in the tap water was a big issue. That made somebody lose governorship there. Here, we have a lot of mercury being imported into the country. We have champagne not even being imported anymore, but it was being made in Ghana. We have these excavators coming in. Now we have the kingpins that once you try to, all these small boys that are being caught, the kingpins are there. Those behind these Galamsey are there. And then nobody seems to be working on it. But I have a lot of solutions that we've talked about. If we don't take care, this issue will escalate to understand that none of us can stay in the country because they are poisoning our water sources. We can't get good water to drink. The contaminate, now I'm told that Dawa and a whole lot of things that we have these cyanide and mercury in them. So we are poisoning ourselves. And why the community is supporting all these people, I don't know. But we should be careful, and the government should not, relax on this. The more they push back on us, we've lost people. Remember, we lost 8 people not long ago. The same of Wasi Road. And then it seemed not to slow down. So what do? We need to do a couple of things. Journalists have come in, they've injured themselves. Somebody will have to be flown to abroad to be treated on this. We need to grab the campaigns and use them as an example for everybody to see that the government is not joking with them. 2, we need to initiate a big push for alternative livelihood for those involved. Those in these communities, mining communities, that is all they know, mining. When I went to Obuasi, I was told that those who go to even the legal mining, the food that they eat a lot is emo and abenkwine. I didn't know. So anywhere that I go, I try to learn a lot of things. When they have the rice and then abenkwine, they can be there like 2 weeks or a week under, and they can survive. That is what they know how. That is what they do every day. That is the only skill set that they have. So if you want to take it away from them, give them another alternative source of livelihood. The government should be thinking that way, that what else alternative can we give to them so that this opportunity cost of going to do Galamsey will stop. We need to find something for them to do. The other one is that we need to initiate a stakeholder discussion, as we started last time. And these Galamseyers are also stakeholders. Let's invite them. When I was a morning show host, I did that. I think I've said it here. Yeah. That I invited the chainsaw operators. If you go to a Tiwa forest, and they were cutting the chainsaw, they were cutting all the trees. We invited them, and they said, this is our only source of livelihood. So the government said, if we give you something alternative to do, and they agreed, they did it. and the chainsaw operating stopped. So they were going to the Forestry Commission. Now, if you even have a tree in your own, farm, you have to go to the Forestry Commission. They will give you a permit. Then you can go and cut the tree. So that is the way we need to work with them. I'm also pleading to Nananom and Achankonya. Nobody can come to your town or your land and mine without your knowledge. So Nananom should rise up. The way people are coming, not only Nananom, but the elders, the unit committees, the MPs, the MCEs, the DCs, the assembly members, everybody, if you see something, say something. Because it is the water that you are drinking that is being poisoned. And if somebody is poisoning you and you are not saying anything, I don't know what kind of person you are. So we need to look at that. The other thing is that we need to make attitude adjustment as people. The way we've been looking at, look at EPA people doing their job, protecting your environment. EPA, even before you cite, when I worked there in National Service, before you even cite a fuel station, they will have to come and see the location and see whether it is convenient for, because we've had a situation when there was a rain and then there was a fire. You remember that situation that many people died. So EPA has been protecting our environment, making sure that we are safe. Those who are protecting our safety are those who are pelting stone at. What kind of people are we? So we need to make that kind of attitudinal change. Then everybody should know that galamsey is unacceptable. We should not accept it. I said it here that it is an atasa. And Kwame was asking me what atasa was. It is an abomination. It is bad. Everybody should see it as a bad thing, because in the long term, in the short term, and in the medium term, it is going to threaten our own existence. The way we are buying water now, if you buy the 15 mml of water at the park, 12, it is now almost 40 cedis. If you go for the other one, the rubber one, what do they call it? Not the penny, but the other one, the sachet water, is 10 cedis, 9 cedis, 10 cedis. Now, people who are earning 350, 500, in a month, how many of them can buy 40 cedis worth of water? That means they are going to drink the poisonous one and they will die. Let's think about those who don't have the opportunity as we have. That's what I always think about. Then the last point that I want to talk about, that we need a concrete effort, to make sure that once we see the wrong thing, we report it. But we should have a channel of whistleblowing that we have these galamsey people at this area. The threatening part of what the EPA boss said was that the more we stayed, the more they came. They were coming from the bushes. They are there. Immigration should work to find out these people. NIMOS is doing their work, and I'm saying that NIMOS should be paid well, because we've seen situations where they were being, these Chinese people were trying to bribe them. Now, if you are not paying the NIMOS person well, somebody who is giving a better offer, they will take it. So it's a holistic approach that we have to make. But all Ghanaians, all hands should be on deck so that we cramp down on this illegal mining.